for the house is that it has a calm presence that allows all the visual noise and acoustic noise and psychic noise of modern life to sort of drop away and find yourself in the calm at the eye of the storm, still and at ease. My name's James. I'm from Kidman Architecture, and I was the architect for Temple House. So Temple House is a new home for a family of 5. It's on the lands of the Wurundjeri Weewurrung people in Hawthorn, which is one of the leafy eastern suburbs of Melbourne. The name Temple House came from an offhand nickname we had early in the gestational stages of the project. It became apparent the plan in question maybe had less in common with the layout of a typical house and maybe more in common with a place of worship. So we followed that cue and leaned into the idea of a domestic temple, imagining a building of quiet but powerful forms that could act as a bulwark against the noise and volatility of modern life. I think the house's special impact starts with its upending of the usual approach and entry sequence. So at Temple House, I stretched that experience of crossing over by putting the front door in the middle of the site, the middle of the house. Running parallel and alongside the main circulation of the house is the Great Hall, which is where the kitchen, living and dining functions are. The feeling in the Great Hall is almost like standing upon one big unbroken ground plane that stretches through the whole site, all the way to the bedrooms at the back. Given the very prominent placement and presence of the kitchen, I think it was important to acknowledge that the act of successful architecture requires a lot of editing, turning something messy into something simpler and more legible. So quiet and discreet appliances mean that you can be adding them to the space while paradoxically not adding something to the space or overcrowding the space with busyness.
My name is Alicia McKim. I'm the co-founding director of Golden, and we were engaged as the interior designers on the project. We knew we wanted to achieve something that was first and foremost very practical. It needed to function as a family home. It needed to be able to be timeless and, I guess, grow with the family. But with the clients having such a strong design aesthetic, it really gave us the ability to be able to push the boundaries. And also working with James from Kidman, he had a very strong concept from the beginning that allowed us to sort of create something that felt very unique. So I guess when creating the interior, we knew we needed to have space to allow for the artwork. A lot of modern homes these days don't, they're sort of glass boxes and don't allow a moment for art. But in the entry, it's quite a transitional space and almost quite gallery-like, and the approach with the materiality was to be quite silent and allow the art to hero. But we sort of switch that around as you get into sort of the larger volumes where the art sits side by side, a more bold, playful and stronger interior.
There's Fisher & Paykel products through several spaces in the house. In the main kitchen space, there's just the minimum necessary items to cook a meal: a cooktop, ovens, range hood, and a cool drawer just for refrigerated items on hand. And that allows for other appliances to be pushed into the pantry and the scullery, so the full-size fridge, full-size freezer. And then there's satellite spaces such as the outdoor kitchen where a barbecue and cool drawer are located. And then also a cool drawer in the dining room bar. The process of working with Fisher & Paykel is great because of their openness to consideration for how their appliances can be sort of further adapted to suit the specifics of a project. conversation. On this project, it was about customising to better suit the intent of the space.
What's really important in a home is that it feels warm and inviting, and I guess the way that we approached it was by bringing in some really lovely textural, natural materials, and even though each of the rooms have a different feel and a different sort of tone and materiality, they all do work seamlessly within the home.
To that end, Temple House is being conceived as having a single tonal base palette across the whole project, a kind of soft, sandy white that starts outside and continues inside at key moments, in the form of bagged masonry, ribbed limestone and unfilled travertine. The restraint means there is still sufficient breathing room for Golden and Tali Roth to bring their interior contributions to bear on the project. If I had to pick a favourite space in the house, I'd probably say I'm most proud of the simultaneous complexity and control that has gone into the Great Hall.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with James that the hero or the heart of the project is this grand central kitchen meals living space.
As the architect, it definitely is immensely satisfying to be sitting here in the completed house and realising that the little cardboard model has turned into this fully realised project and really seeing it come alive with the family filling its halls.